So what has been in our way forever?
I know exactly what you're talking about, the chinook.
The great white chinook.
The great white chinook.
So sometimes you just can't go do that, do this, point, go that over there and do this and get that done and make it happen, right?
Right,
I pointed plenty.
right. But I'm not.
Well, and it wasn't your role to do it. You guys just assembled it really good.
Right.
But we didn't quite have the people here to put it back together.
Right.
So what are we doing?
We're putting it back together.
So
Well, we're gonna fix it and then, well, yeah, putting it back.
we got the top done.
We got the top done.
I had to do that personally, basically.
Yep.
And we've been working on this for the last couple days.
Yep.
So we got the floor leveled. All right. And we've had this up and down and on and off a couple times. You think this is gonna fit? This will be the last time?
I think this is gonna be the last time.
This will be it. So we'll set that baby down there. We've made a really thick plascore floor like we make. And then we're gonna put it on and then it kind of dips back in the back and goes that way a bit. And we're gonna get her done and get her out of here and move ahead. Because I'm mold making or mold repairing and
Yes.
making. So that's my job, not
Yes,
the
sir.
Chinook.
Not the
No more
chinook.
Chinooks.
No more chinook.
No, this is the last Chinook.
This is the last chinook.
One and only, great white Chinook. Okay, so it's been on and off, a couple, 2, 3, 5, 10 times,
Something like that.
a couple times. We got it leveled, the floor is leveled. You got it level, we're gonna level the wheel wells. Get it all squared up, get it all leveled. We'll tag it in with some fiberglass.
Yep.
Then the back here kind of goes down a little piece at an angle, and then the bottom is just going to be a flat floor. We've already cut them pieces. They're
Yeah,
around here
they're-
somewhere.
They're back there.
Yeah, we'll deal with that first. Let's get this piece in.
Okay.
So you have a plan. Piece of wood for under there.
Yep.
Square them guys up.
Yep.
Then we'll pull in the metal, screw the metal down, and then we'll just tag it all in with fiberglass.
Yep.
And man, this thing will be so close. Won't we all be excited?
We will be very excited.
Look at how much space we'll have right in the middle of our main serious working space right here.
Oh, it's gonna be
So Chinook, almost going
the
home.
great white chinook
The great white Chinook
is coming to an end.
coming to an end. And while I've got Nathan doing that, I'm taking some molds that have been needing some repair big time. And I've been doing that. This is the back part of our 32. You don't want no reverse curve, so I'm adding a little bit of curve to this so it'll pull out easier and just clean it up so when we trim it, it'll trim up nicer. And we'll just get this all done right and put some fiberglass on top of my putty, my special proprietary putty, and we'll just get her done. Did you pack up the welder and move over to assembly?
Yep.
Okay, so what we have here is a almost fully assembled 23 T chassis. We need some, we actually need a slingshot arm on the top, which I'm gonna go up and check and see if it's here. So once we get that, then we can put the brakes and all that on, tighten it all up, put the calipers on.
Finish assembling it.
This has got a 9-inch rear end. This is the one, if you watch our videos, that you were building the other day.
Yeah, this is the first one that I know that was built here at Spirit.
Yeah, as far as the housing, that's the truth.
Yeah.
This is the first. So it's got power brakes, radius rod setup. We put the S in the back just to reinforce them and keep them from bending.
I'm getting back to the part of just building everything.
Yeah. Well, whatever it takes. So we're putting disc brakes on the back. So it's got a brake kit, disc brake kit. So it looks like that's about to the end. Calipers going on.
Yep.
Brakes on. Yep, we just had a couple more parts here. You got the steering box. Did you bend? Oh, you did bend it. Was there a purchase order to bend the rest of those?
There was not a purchase order.
Pretend there's a purchase order and I'll have it on your desk tomorrow. If I don't,
Okay.
you'll be, anyway, do bend the rest of them until they're ready.
Yeah, I didn't.
We use a Vegas steering box. These would be GM calipers, I believe.
I think this
Or
was
GM rotors.
store-bought bend. This is not my. I didn't bend this.
Oh, then
but I will.
We didn't
like I
buy
said,
it
I'll-
bent. It got
I will
bent.
pretend the other ones haven't worked.
Maybe I bent it. I don't remember. But Pitman arm goes on the Vega box right here, and it needs to be offset just a little bit. But when you get it from us, it's already bent. Coilover shocks in the back. This one has friction shocks in the front. So a little bit more, a couple parts, and this guy can go home.
Get a body.
No, just gets a chassis.
Only.
I don't know if he has our body or what the story is, but
You gotta double check on seeing once brake lines run.
yeah, no brake lines. I'm sure.
Okay.
If he gets the brake kit, we do have a brake kit. You can see all the parts and pieces for a brake, the lines. So we can either install them or you can do that yourself. So it's kind of late in the day. Eddie's gone for the day. Gibby's sick today. Did he?
No, Eddie's still here.
Gibby's here?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie's still here?
Still over there.
What time is it?
It's only 2:15.
Oh,
Yep. Gibby was sick today.
Gibby's sick today. So we can check in on Eddie. I don't know. He's been doing wiring there. I don't know if I want
He's
to check
happy.
on
He
him.
loves wiring. Makes him in a very good
He
mood.
said you should be doing wiring. So you remember the old Orson Welles commercial? We will sell no wine before it's time.
I have heard the same, but I don't remember the commercial.
Oh, that's where it came from. Or I think it was Orson Welles did that commercial. So the Mean Green machine. You're working on the Mean Green machine.
Yes, coming together.
Getting it ready.
Coming together. I might be able to get it in primer tomorrow, possibly.
And Alan is asking, when are you going to paint it? When are you going to paint it? When are you going to
And
paint
who
it?
is Alan, the owner?
Yeah. He's Mr. Mean Green himself.
Honestly, his name's Green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly,
No, the answer is I gave you a clue. Kind of goes with the wine saying.
there's
We
no
will-
paint
we
till
will-
it's time.
We will paint. We'll paint. Yeah. No
When
paint
it's time.
before it's time.
Yes,
It's
yes.
got to be right.
You know
Gotta be
me,
ready.
I'm an analyst, so I gotta make sure it's
You're
right.
an analyst.
Analyst.
Dave the analyst. I
It
thought
might
you
not
were.
be a word, but it is now.
I thought you were the nutritionist.
Well, I'm kind of both. I'm multitasking.
So you know, a little here, a little there. This is like pinholes or something. It just needs to be right. I mean,
Finessed.
if we're this far
Finished.
into it, that's the difference between something really good and just like a 20-foot car that looks fine.
It'll be beautiful. It won't be like the Batmobile. It'll look good up close.
I seen the last couple of years ago the Batmobile collection was at a World of Wheels. They are kind of unique
Roger
cars.
Barris, is that his name?
George Barris.
George Barris. He, I heard
He's dead.
his cars are 50 footers.
Well, his brother, yeah, but George
Did
was
he
a
pass
promoter
away?
guy.
George passed away?
Yeah, a few years ago. So anyway, compressor's on, camera's off. I thought it was later than it is. You're still here. It must not-
Yeah, well.
Well, I am finally making progress on the great white Chinook.
Oh, good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been through this here.
And you staple it into
Yeah,
chapters,
just,
huh?
yeah, my staple, wouldn't staple all of them. But anyway, and figure some stuff out, and I figure I'm ready for my diploma.
They probably have one too. There's probably,
Probably
a
do.
degree in sniper, the
That's
sniper
it.
degree.
Yeah, but it's a lesson sure helped. I tell you that much.
Okay, so you were dealing with a wiring harness that we didn't normally use,
Yeah.
and at the time, wiring.
Oh, yeah.
We were having problems getting anything.
Well, I've got the cover to go back over this,
Uh-huh.
and this is going to be non-existent here in a minute.
Non-existent.
And it shows this yellow wire right here. And what it is it has a wiring harness that actually hooks up to the sniper, goes to the fuel pump.
Huh.
Yeah, and so my next trick is figure out how to get that through the dash.
Oh, down low and out of the way so we don't see it.
Yeah, exactly. But I've done got the hole here to go through everything.
Oh, okay.
But let me show you the other connector. Here's what I got to put through the dash. You know, there's someplace I've done got the rest of it run through there,
Hmm.
and then it'll run over there to a relay and push the hot and ground to the battery, which you got to put on the terminals, you know.
Yep.
And then and just a 12 volt on and off with a key, and that runs the fuel pump, which goes all through this, you know. So it's all regulated and all that. So
Well,
Yeah, I don't know
you're a
if
little more perky. You're like, you got it figured out.
well,
Before you were like smoke coming out your ears.
yeah, no doubt. But anyway, like I said, I've got to figure out how to get that big thing through that little hole right down here. So
Oh, yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I hit it pretty much.
Yeah, you might need to take that
Well, at least
coil pack off of there to get
at
in
least to
there.
understand it more. You know,
Yeah.
had some instructions, but just
So this
wasn't
isn't like the
enough.
smaller sniper then?
Huh?
This isn't like the smaller
No,
one?
no. So it's a. Yep, I'm on the downhill run now. I think. Keep
All
your
right.
fingers crossed.
Good deal.
But you know, it's
Do we got all
Hard
of
to-
the stuff for the steering?
no.
No.
Uh.
Oh man, is it on the list?
Should be.
I need to get on that.
Yeah, the steering don't work too good.
No, we need to get that.
Yeah.
I hate to be all done and all we need to do is
Yeah, no doubt.
have steering parts we don't have.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a carrier heim under here too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll get on that. I'm fixing to go up there and see if we got some
Okay.
steering arms anyway.
Yeah. But, yeah, I get this little feller in there.
Another gob. Is that your last gob of
Little feller.
wires or you got any more gobs after that one?
Not that I know of. Keep your fingers crossed.
Down to the last gob.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go look for some parts and I
Well,
will find your steering
See, I did
stuff.
have it. There was instructions in there how to wire it in separate. But after I got to reading the dictionary there.
Yeah, encyclopedia.
You know, the encyclopedia. This goes in there and it regulates the fuel right to go in there. If you just put it in there direct, it may be getting too much fuel and, you know, it wouldn't be good.
I'm getting too much fuel, too much overload.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the great white Chinook.
The great white what?
Chinook.
Chinook?
That's the Chinook trailer,
Oh,
yeah.
up there? Okay.
Man, I will be glad. It's been like this massive thing right in the middle of our main working area for a year. Like I told the snapper. I said pointing only goes so far. I've been pointing for a year and explaining how to do it.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get a little bit of fiberglass on me and get her done.
Okay.
So I'm working with them. We almost got it. It's close.
Good.
So that, yeah, good was right. Everybody will be happy.
You're right.
So I'm doing some after hours prep work for tomorrow. We want to get this done. We built that console to go in here and it had a push button thing from way back in the day on the Moon Eyes, I think from the 70s. And it never did work properly. And this was the indicator to show what gear it was in. I had to take it out, put a low car shifter in just for safety reasons. The Moon Eyes one from way back in the day never did work right, and they had a recall, and they finally took them all back. So anyway, I really like this console. So what we're going to do is we're going to remake it to make it fit inside of here. The way the car is set up, this hole here, that's the starter button. And then we've got, this is the turn signals right here. So the turn signals go in there, and it's just a button that turns it on, hit it again, turns it off. So I want to use all these controls. All I got to do is make it fit and look right. On top of that though, cars nowadays are built around a cup holder. So since this is tweeting, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to make this so I can put the center of this will be a cup holder. We'll go ahead and paint this yellow then and have Tweety engraved into it. All right, step one, cut off the front of it to get it fit. So that we've got, and we still got room for a cup holder up here. So now, how much do I need to take off to get it to fit and be able to shift? I think I got it figured out, so we'll see how this works out. Scrounging around, I could not find a tube that I needed for that. But what I did find is a nasty old center cap from a Krager. Look at that. I think it was made for it. So now all I got to do is maybe get it in here. This is not going to work out if I put it there. I'm gonna cut it back a little bit. I just didn't like the way it's gonna shape and come down. So I cut it in half once, so now I'm gonna cut it a couple more times and see what kind of shape we come up with. All right, so a couple more cuts later, I think I'm kind of liking what I see here. So we're gonna tape it together and go see what it looks like in the car. All right, so we have a whack here and a whack there and a cut here and a tape there. The shifter's all the way back, so we got plenty of room to move the shifter back and forth. So that's all the way back. Got plenty of room there, boot and everything. Now, and actually this is gonna look pretty good because we're gonna get this painted yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and have laser engraved Tweety on there. And when we set it down into there, it'll sit down in. That'll be, I don't think it'll be in the way of the shifter too much. We can move it all the way up there actually. Actually, I can move it anywhere I want in here because we're gonna cut that that cap from the Krager. So even if it's got an angle in it. So first we'll get this built. I think that'll be a good job for Daryl tomorrow. Sometimes you just take a couple minutes and you make it happen instead of trying to describe it. It goes a whole lot faster. So I like it. The hole's not exactly, you know, I might take a little bit more out. Get a closer balance between these holes here. Bring that up there. We'll round this back off when we come back around. That'll look good. Yeah, I'll shorten it up just a smidge more. And that'll be ready for Daryl in the morning to weld. I'm back to the house. Go take care of the goats.